Yo guys, welcome back to Cryptoria. Today I'm going to be covering Celo, but before I do, I'll appreciate if you like, subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you know when I upload. And with that being said, let's get into this video. So what is Celo? Celo is a mobile-first blockchain that makes decentralized finance, tools and services accessible to anyone with a mobile phone. It aims to break down barriers by bringing the powerful benefits to DeFi to the users of 6 billion smartphones in the circulation today. Celo's mission is to build a financial system that creates the conditions of prosperity for everyone. Celo enables native and non-native digital assets, both cryptographic and central bank digital currencies, to circulate freely across devices, carriers and countries. This makes money mobile, global and accessible like never before. Celo is supported by a community of organizations and individuals including Jack Dorsey, A167 and Deutsche Telekom. So to go over the Celo stack, you can see the Celo blockchain. So this consists of an open cryptographic protocol that allows applications to make transactions with and run smart contracts in a secure and decentralized fashion. The Celo blockchain code has shared ancestry with Ethereum and maintains a full EVM compatibility for smart contracts. However, it uses a Byzantine fault-tolerant consensus mechanism rather than a proof of work, and it has a different block format, transaction format, client synchronization protocols and gas payment and pricing mechanism. What the Celo core contract does is a set of smart contracts running on a Celo blockchain that comprise much of the logic of the platform features, including ERC20 stable currencies, proof of stake and governance. These smart contracts are upgradable and managed by the decentralized governance process, and the applications are for end users built on the Celo platform. The Celo wallet app, the first of the ecosystem of applications, allow end users to manage accounts and make payments securely and simple by taking advantages of the innovations in the Celo protocol. Applications take the form of external mobile or backend software. They interact with the Celo blockchain to issue transactions and invoke code that forms of Celo core contract API. Third parties can also deploy custom smart contracts that their own applications can invoke, which in turn can leverage Celo core contracts. Applications may use centralized cloud services to provide some of their functionalities. In the case of the Celo wallet, push notifications and a transaction activity feed. So that's just a bit about the Celo blockchain. Going over the network topology, it consists of validators which gather transactions received by other nodes and execute any associated smart contracts to a form of new blocks, then participate in a Byzantine fault-tolerant consensus protocol to advance the state of the network. Since BFT protocols can scale only to a few hundred participants and can tolerate at most a third of the participants acting maliciously, a proof-of-stake mechanism admits only a limited set of nodes to this role. Full nodes are where most machines running on Celo blockchain software are either not configured to be or not elected as validators. Celo nodes do not do mining as in proof-of-work networks. Their primary role is to serve requests from light clients and forward their transactions, for which they receive the fees associated with those transactions. These payments create the permissionless on-ramp for individuals in the community to earn currency. Full nodes maintain a list of partial history of the blockchain by transferring new blocks between themselves and can join or leave their network at any time. And finally, the light clients are applications including the Celo wallet will also run on each user's device an instance of the Celo blockchain software operating as a light client. Light clients connect to full nodes to make requests for account and transaction data and to sign and submit new transactions, but they do not receive or retain the full state of the blockchain. So that's just a quick brief on what Celo is all about. So going over the price analysis, you can see here Celo, the ticker name being Celo as well, currently doing really well in the top 100, currently ranked 73. I will be going briefly over the website later on as well. Going over the price, not doing too bad at the moment. It is down nearly 5% over the last 24 hours. Current market cap is over 1.2 billion and the circulating volume is over 47 million. So going down to the chart very briefly, you can see here since around 2 years ago, it was circling around that $1.50 when it did pump up to around that near $4.50 level. Unfortunately, it did dip all the way back down to these levels around here, and did have that massive surge back around 2021, in fact, to around that $8 region around then, until it is dumped all the way back to where it is at the moment. In terms of where you guys can buy it, definitely the best place will be on Binance, but you could trade against these other exchanges here as well. So guys, I will be jumping over onto the website now. Going through the website, you can see here Celo, crypto made for mobile. Celo is a mobile first platform that makes financial d-apps and crypto payments accessible to anyone with a mobile phone. So this is how the application is. You can see here all these cool little images over here. You can see how it is. You can see the amount of total transactions, average block time, and the days carbon negative as well. You can see here where they've been featured on as well. You can see here mobile, open, real. Celo's mission is to build a financial system that creates the conditions for prosperity for everyone. So I did already go over this as well, but you can see here mobile, open, and real. You go ahead and check out these individual as well. For here, you can see here crypto for all. The Celo platform is a proof of stake, EVM compatible, open source, and governed by Celo asset owners. So again, go check that as well. In terms of the backers, you can see I did already mention the big partners such as Coinbase, Jack Dorsey, and so on. So they are backed by huge investors, and a lot of people are aware of this project. So guys, I will be jumping on some recent news now. Going over some upcoming news, you can see here it's going to be happening around 4th of May, so you got plenty of time. But you can see here token 2049 Singapore. So what it is Asia's premier crypto event, which is happening from the 4th to the 5th of May in Singapore. So if you do have the chance to go there and explore the many amount of crypto people that's going to be there, go ahead and check this out. You can see here already Celo will be there, so go ahead and check this event out as well if you do have the opportunity to go to Singapore and see all these cool projects as well. So that's just a quick brief in terms of upcoming news. So guys, I will be jumping over onto the price analysis now. So guys, yes, whatever's been waiting for, the price analysis. So have jumped onto the monthly time frame and just want to show out where the exact percentage growth was. So you can see here from the all-time low around that $1.50. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I can see from the Binance chart, until its all-time high around that $10.90. You can see here it's a huge growth of nearly 600%. So if you were able to catch back around these lows here and were able to sell here, you would have made a substantial gain. So that's just a quick brief in terms of the amount of percentage difference. In terms of what I think is going to happen, you can see here I'm on the monthly again. I have highlighted these key zones over here. So the first key zones being around this resistance level around that $6.30 level. So I'll mark this out a key level. As you can see, all these months here has rejected this level here. You can see here once, twice, third time, fourth time, fifth time, sixth time, and seventh time. So 7 being the lucky number. So hopefully next time it does actually break above this and stay above this. So it is a huge level of resistance that is formed around here. There is this minor resistance here. You can see it around that $5.50, and that major support level formed around that $3 level around here. So what I think is going to happen is either going to form back here, form that double bottom pattern over here, create that level of support, and then go back up to these highs, hopefully staying above this major resistance level around that $6.30 before bouncing back up towards that $10 region and hoping for a new all-time high is what I'm thinking. But it needs to break out of this range over here, so hopefully that's what it does. Again, jumping onto a weekly time frame, have marked that this level of strong support over here. You can see a strong level of support as it bounced off here, and it bounced off here multiple amount of times around that $3.50 level. So what it does now hopefully is bounce back up from here, creates level of supports around that level before, you know, going back up towards a new all-time high, initially touching the all-time high around that $10 region. So just be aware, I have marked it out like this just because there will be a multiple amount of sellers around these resistance levels here. It just needs to bounce off this major resistance level I did already mention around that $6.30 before going towards that $10 region. So hopefully this is that scenario plays out, or what it might do is go back down here towards these lows around this major level of support as well around that $2.30 level before creating a triple bottom pattern here and then bouncing back up towards a new high around here. So that is two scenarios which I see. Of course, if it does break the support, there might be a bit of a scare going down towards that $1.50 level, but as you guys can see, if you do pick up around that level, there is a nice chance of obviously gaining this amount of percentage as well, just because a lot of hype that will obviously form within the future as well. So hopefully that is what happens as well. Again, jumping onto the daily time frame is my last analysis. I have marked out this trend line here, so it has touched once, twice, and hopefully a third time here. So what I think is happening is either going to bounce up from this region, break this trend line, hopefully retesting it and then going back up to that high, or what it might do, you can see here there is that support formed around the $3 region here, and you can see it has been ranging for the last week or so. So what it might do is either break this level of support, retest these level of supports around here, around that $2 region here, before bouncing back up from the support and going towards this trend line. And what it might do from here is either reject this trend line here and going back down here, forming that triple bottom pattern around here before bouncing back up towards this. So just be aware of this scenario as well, guys, if you do like to do the short-term play. So that is what I'm thinking. Just be aware of this region here. You can see that support was formed. It did bounce all the way up here. So from around that $3, it did go up to that $5.50 level before rejecting that trend line and then just going back down. So that might happen again, just because that third touch might happen. So it might have a rejection down here. So these are the scenarios which I think is going to be happening for Celo, guys. So I'm going to wrap the video up here. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on bell notification for all future videos. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one.